Alright, third video for stuff I have, reviewed. This is one I've been looking forward to for a long time. Yes, long before I actually had this channel, when this was just a glint in my eye of an idea for a video series, which is to review one of my favorite things that I own, this Samsonite backpack. I love bags. I'm big into bags, but not designer bags, not fashion bags. I'm into practical bags because I travel a lot and I have a tendency with things I own to push them to their physical limit. I will take a thing and absolutely abuse it. I will test what it can do, and I will break it quickly if it cannot hold up to scrutiny. This bag has held up to tremendous scrutiny. I've owned this for at least 3 years. It barely looks like it has any wear or damage at it at all, but it has seen consistent use. It has been around the country. It has held as much as it can hold, and goddamn can it hold a lot. This is a 14-inch laptop bag. My laptop is 14 inches, so this is kind of too small for it, and I was really worried that that would super matter, because let me show you. This is the 14-inch laptop in question. Now, I'm not currently using this as a primary laptop anymore because it overheats way too easily. If I were to review this, it would probably be a kind of a scathing review, but I still use it as my take around with me. So this right here, this is the laptop sleeve that exists specifically for a laptop. And you will see that the zipper barely crests over the laptop. And so if this zipper had any problems at all, it would be a problem. You can see the backpack taking the shape of the laptop because it so barely fits. But what is special about this backpack is that the material and the zippers are just fucking incredible. On most bags I've ever used, the fail point is either the zippers or the parts like this where something is constantly rubbing up against it. Because I'm used to the fabric fraying in a zone like this. I'm used to there should be a hole. You know, like if this was any other bag, there would be a hole here by now. This would have started to come apart maybe on this side. It would have started decoupling from the zipper. But whatever fucking magic they did here at this seam is perfect. And the zippers, they're thick. The train is thick. The thing itself is metal on metal. I've had plenty of bags where this part breaks apart from this part, or this part breaks apart from the train, and there's just not even like a semblance of risk of that with this. It has had no errors. This is the only bag I have ever owned. I even have other bags I love that have had errors. This bag has had 0 errors. This bag has performed its duty perfectly the entire time I've had it. And now I'm going to get into just how deep this bag goes, alright? I'm just going to film myself putting things in this bag until it is full without breaking it or making it uncomfortable, right? So first, we put the laptop in the laptop sleeve. Now, I've never tried to put other things in the laptop sleeve with the laptop, but I very well could. Let's go ahead and put the Ghost in the Shell in the sleeve with the laptop, right? So now we've got both the laptop and the Ghost in the Shell. There is still room. Let's just throw Opus in there too. Let's just throw Satoshi Kon's Opus in the sleeve with the laptop and the Ghost in the Shell manga. And that fits perfectly. All 3 of those, now it's full. That is now a full sleeve, right? So that's just part of this bigger open container. What if we went ahead and tossed Blade of the Immortal into the back there? Yeah. So now we've got, in just this one main laptop compartment, we've got Blade of the Immortal. It doesn't leave a whole lot more room. I could probably fit another normal size manga in this space. Let's just toss the Boogie Pop book in the back there. Alright, now I cannot comfortably fit more there, although the sides, there's still a little room on either side of the manga Let's just toss in a power brick in there. And fuck it. We'll throw a couple of sticks of deodorant in the other side. So now it's kind of looking like that. Alright. There's still room at the top. Can this close still comfortably? Okay, we might have filled it. Okay, I think that drawer... The laptop's kind of getting pushed up, so I'm not sure if this will actually close with this much. Can we do it? Oh boy. Oh baby. We're getting there. This is truly the ultimate stress test. Alright. That one's done, right? So that's the first. Now, observe. There is a cavernous, unfilled set of pockets here that I can now put more into. So let's start with this slot here. This slot that's very shaped like a book. What if we just slapped BPRD, one of these thick-ass BPRD volumes? Let's just slide that right in there. Okay, beautiful. So now we've got that. And then you've got this little, like, this little like breather pocket. This is kind of the place where you might put like a razor or something. Now putting BPRD in there has really strained that, so I don't think I'm gonna fit anything thick in there. But maybe we could put some like crushed red pepper packets and Parmesan cheese and some lens wipes. We'll just stuff all that into there, and that takes up so little room density-wise that we'll easily be able to still zip that with those in there. Alright, cool. So we've got now this big space. I don't know where I think I'm taking my laptop without the charging brick, so let's go ahead and put the charging brick down into that big space. Yeah, okay. And maybe I want to listen to some music wherever I'm going, so we're going to slam a Bose Bluetooth speaker in there. And of course, I'm going to want to play video games, so let's get an Xbox One controller into this. Still got plenty of room, it feels like. Oh, and there's this interior zipper pocket as well. Now usually, if I'm bringing a hard drive with me, I'm going to put the hard drive in that zipper pocket. So now we're going to take that and we're going to zip that up. So there's a safe hard drive in there. Okay. What more? Are we still safe to zip? Oh, we're very safe to zip. What about on this side? It's getting a little dicey. It's the controller cord is in the way. Let's get that moved over a little. And okay. So we still have some room in the top that I could throw something in. Let's just toss a beer in there. Why not? Alright. That one pretty much concluded, right? So you would think that this backpack being ridiculously stuffed with shit in its two big main pockets would impede on my ability to put stuff into these other front pockets. But as you can see, there is still some give there. In fact, this one on the very front, plenty of give. So we've now got 4 pockets. This top one also has a a mesh unit, so I could maybe put a toothbrush in there. Let's see what else we can fit. How about a webcam? We might need a webcam with this, I don't know, study setup we've got going on. So I'll just cram a webcam into this top pocket. The webcam's tough because it's got an odd shape. Actually, you know what? Let's put that in the front pocket. No, it's not going to work in that one. Alright, let's try the very front pocket. Where can this webcam fit? There we go. Very front pocket. We now have a webcam. And I'm not trying to complicate this too far, but these side pockets, I would ordinarily put like my microphone, but I am kind of recording with it right now. Let's just slide another random hard drive in there, just because we can. There's another one of those on the other side. It looks like my big-ass wallet would probably fit. Yep, comfortably in that. We still have a few more front pockets. There's not a ton of room in them. Now this one right here has like an interior zipper pocket, so that would be where you might put some kind of watch or valuables. There's also a couple of slots on that, like slot pockets there. I've got some sunglasses in like a cute little camping sleeping bag, so we'll just do that for that pocket. And I haven't put anything in either of these two top pockets yet. Fuck it, this is just what's on my desk. There's a, one of those fork and knife combos here. That definitely fits. And let's bring some workout equipment, yeah? How about a jump rope? Let's just cram a jump rope in here and see how that goes. I'm not even trying to be organized about it. I'm just cramming shit in and zipping it up. And that is an uncomplicated full load of this backpack. It now weighs like 50 pounds. No, probably less than that. But look, considering how full it is, you would think there'd be way more strain on, I'd be worried about this. But I'm shaking it and I don't feel any give. I don't feel any potentiality of give. What about my top here? Could I hang this by its nub? It looks like yes. And I forgot about an entire zone back here because there's also a zippable pocket on the back. I don't think I'm going to fit anything in there at this point besides my fingers. Maybe I could slip some Pokemon cards in there, like a pack of Pokemon cards. But that's zippable, and then you'll notice there's actually a gap between that pocket and the back of the backpack that it comes out both sides. If this wasn't so stuffed, you could probably fit like a mini board in here or something. Like you could slot, I don't know, a samurai sword in this and just kind of have that hanging out the bottom. But yeah, that's the level of utility of this backpack. Now I'm going to get all that shit out of it. I really broke a sweat doing this for some reason. Now, I don't normally actually pack this back one as far as I did this time. Like, that was kind of me testing just how much can fit back here. Usually the middle pocket is the one where I put all the big stuff in, because that one has the, like, extendable... That one has, like, the extender flaps, like this bigger pocket is clearly meant to be where you put the textbooks and stuff like that, whereas the laptop is, like, maybe toss the charger in there. But there's just so much space, even in that part of it, that I couldn't resist the temptation to see just how far I could push it. And it turns out pretty much can hold just as much as the pocket in front of it. I would say that either one of these pockets will be slightly limited by how full you make the other one, but both of them are quite cavernous in themselves. This one has more of that, like, boxy shape to put, you could fit a fucking couple of 1,000-piece puzzles in this son of a bitch. You could fit several board games in this, along with your laptop. You could be carrying around Arkham Horror in this fucker, along with your laptop. And it's not a big bag. I mean, I have a kind of a long torso, but, look, it's not that large. So yeah, as you can tell from my enthusiasm, I adore this bag. This is a 10 out of 10 bag. Samsonite generally makes really solid products. They mostly are known for luggage, backpacks, bags, and stuff like that. And I'm sure that not all of it is great, because they do make some cheaper stuff. They make stuff that you can just buy at Walmart or whatever. I got this at a Samsonite store in an outlet mall. I'm sure I got it on sale, but it probably was like $100 or something like that. Like, it's not a cheap bag, but it is well worth what it costs. It has literally no damage after years of use and abuse. And yeah, I think it's literally one of my top 5 favorite things that I own, period. So that's all for this episode of Things I Own Reviewed. I'll probably talk about another bag before too very long, because I have another couple of bags I truly, truly love. They're not as complicated as this one, but Oh wait, there's one string hanging here. One lone little green string. If I pull on that, maybe it'll unravel the entire backpack, but I doubt it.